Allie's, the whole thing looks like a drip.
The entire tattoo is melting and turning into something else.
But you can't drag and drip a whole tattoo till it's unreadable. I know that's a dragon, right? I know that's a sarcophagus. Allie's, I really can't decipher what is going on.
You must tattoo your whiteboard drawing from round 1.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You can make any changes you want to your design,
Fuck yeah.
but your tattoos must be the same style and subject as your original drawing.
The design that I have is me as a robot.
You as a robotic dragon.
But no one's gonna know that.
No, they're not.
When I compete for the fucking win. Out of the 6 of us, they're getting rid of 3.
Yeah?
And it's not gonna be me.
Sherry, you're extremely gentle.
My campuses back home tell me I have light hands.
The judges told me that my whiteboard design is not cohesive, so I'm simplifying this.
Where's back home for you?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles,
Yeah.
right on.
But I'm born and raised in the Philippines.
Growing up, I was really shy, timid, but moving to LA on my own pushed me really hard to just like rely on myself. It helped me build confidence, and I can win this shit. I will win this shit.
Quite inspiring.
If you get to inspire at least one person in your lifetime, then you're doing something good, right?
Absolutely.
There's a piece of me in this tattoo. And I don't mean just like a piece of me being a drag queen. This is my soul. I'm a character in and of myself.
How's it going over here?
It's going good. I really want to represent drag because I feel like we put on this suit, right? So it represents who I am.
This is exactly what we're trying to pull out of you guys when we say your story, because you're so much more multifaceted than one thing.
It's beautiful, it's weird, it's different. They're gonna have no choice but to give me a shot based on the pure identity that I'm putting into this thing.
Phoenix Rising?
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, you did the wings going up. Cool.
Yeah,
Change
and
it
the
up.
head going up.
I love that you always put your culture and your heritage into your pieces. You definitely keep that
And I represent.
embedded. I think it's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you.
When I first started tattooing, there wasn't many Iranian tattoo artists. People actually get in trouble for tattooing back home. So it would be my dream to return home as ink master.
Today, each of you had to battle it out to earn one of the last 3 Ink Master shops. Based on your work, half of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did. Nadia.
I like the pose way better head. It's a way more striking burn.
I know you went this painterly style, but we know with oranges and reds, those are the first colors to leave the body. It's gonna get really light over time. Also, you took out my favorite part. The wings had this cool calligraphy with writing.
I wanted to change it up because clearly that didn't work.
It was literally all we liked about it, though.
That was our favorite part.
That was the only part. Maybe if the tail even came down and turned into all your writing, just something out of the norm would have been more impressive.
Sherry.
You do have a lot of cool tricks. Your really thin line work, that's really hard to do.
You do have these cool details and textures in the head.
But I do think it gets muddy.
I wasn't sure what color it was. The whiteboard still looks stronger. The other one just looks like you'll put it on a hook and catch a bass.
That's only because the tail. That's what makes this look like a small little sea creature versus a big, crazy dragon.
The body's just a little dinky compared to the head.
Tyler. I love the creativity. The eye in the middle of the head feels like it's a third eye. The only thing that confuses me is the bigger layer of the mandala. You don't understand what's stopping it. I would have almost just continued that around the head.
Even though you found a way to like morph these 3 images together, it kind of feels cut and pasty.
The eyeball should have been pulled out a little bit more, like one is coming out of each other.
It's definitely steps ahead of your whiteboard drawing. It's way more creative.
Very cool concept. It's time to determine which artist has not earned a shop.
The 4 tattoos that remain were all good. It's 4 good tattoos. But out of these 4, I would say Nadia's falls the most short. I feel like it lacks the saturation it needed to really truly stand that test of time.
My favorite part was the lettering, and to not see it in the tattoo is a little disappointing.
What I always look for up here is just something to tell me that you're in a competition for $250,000. Does it show me anything? I don't think so.
The judges have decided, Nadia, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You have a unique perspective that you're coming from and bringing it into tattooing. I would love to see you cultivate that more.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Please pack your machines and head home. Judges, it's time to determine the second artist that has not earned a shot.
Sherry, you had some nice small details. I wish you would have just made this tattoo bigger and just some bolder areas.
But the time is not for me.
But in this competition, we need to see a competitor that's here to really get in that ring and fight.
Overall, muddiness of the tattoo took this piece in the wrong direction.
The judges have decided, Sherry, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You have great control with that single needle. Not everybody has that ability. Keep honing. Good luck.
I am really grateful. I've learned so much more, and being here, for me, it's like a win.
Please pack your machines and head home. 2 artists remain, but there is only 1 shop left. It's time to determine which artist has secured the final shop.
Emily's, the face is striking. The chest, great shades, shows control.
It's hard. They both show a lot of skill. Soft, smooth, gray shading.
Tyler's is more consistent. It's the same quality throughout the whole tattoo.
The design and the composition of this is really creative.
Emily's has a lot more confidence in the bold black. Tyler's shows a lot of skill, but I don't feel like there's any punchy parts that really carry that heavy dark. My vote's for Emily to get a shot. She's shown her development. Tyler had a hard ask. It just is lacking that punch.
My vote's for Emily. She has a more classic, solid, bold tattoo that's gonna be there forever.
That's 2 votes for Emily, 0 votes for Tyler.
These 2 artists had 2 completely different challenges, and man, they are neck and neck, but it comes down to application, confidence, composition, all of those things. I'm gonna go with Emily.
The judges have decided, Emily, you have earned a shot.
Thank you.
That means, Tyler, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. I wish you would have let the drag out of the bag sooner. You expressing yourself, it sets you apart. The sooner you get to bring yourself to any situation in life, especially tattooing, the better you're gonna continue to do.
I feel like before coming here, I was sort of like plateauing in my career. And after coming here, I do not feel the same way. So I really do thank you.
Please pack your machines and head home.
Thank you.
Today, you must create glitter tattoos.
What? Shit.
On the stomach.
Oh my God.
Ooh, I have dot work on my stomach, and that's not easy. It feels like a knife stabbing you.
Shit.
Red and teal Japanese dragon tattoo.
I mean, this will be my first glitter tattoo, but a lot of the stuff I've done is like I've done it for the first time, but I make sure I fucking kill it. I think they thought they were gonna throw a curveball, you know, but I mean, I'm all for it. The goal is to win it, you know, be in it to win it, but it definitely challenges me as an artist. I've never done glitter, don't do glitter, but I need to start making things sparkle and twinkle, twinkle, bitch, because it's either you make it or you break it and you're going home, honey.
Today, you had to show contrast with glitter tattoos on the stomach. Let's see how you did. Emily.
It doesn't show high contrast to me.
It's like not speckled enough to read as glitter, but the main issues are in the anatomy.
You got these front legs, they're bent back and they got an elbow, and then you totally discarded that on the back legs. They almost look like Dragon woke up and his back legs were asleep. Dragons are difficult to pull off. And then glitter, you know, that's a double-ended sword.
Emily, You were in the bottom 3 because it was lacking contrast and the glitter.
I mean, I'll be honest, Japanese dragons are not my style, but I will stand by it. I mean, it's a small, simple tattoo with clean lines. It's definitely something I had to pull out the bag, so I did play it safe.
Mike's tattoo, the wings aren't a complete thought. Allie's feels the same way.
I actually don't agree with you that those other 2 tattoos aren't finished, whereas the dragon is very flat, no contrast. Okay, but finished, sure.
Where's the belly coming into the neck? Where's the belly in the middle loop?
It's also a made-up being. That's where Emily's gets away with it for me.
I don't see much contrast, and I don't see the glitter. So my vote is for Emily to go home.
There's no way I could look at those snakes and see any area that's correct anatomically.
So my vote is for Allie.
My vote for who should go home, it's Mike. I know you're the most comfortable with doing horses. For you to do something that you're the most comfortable with and have it fail, pushing through this competition might be pretty difficult.
So that's 1 vote for Emily, 1 vote for Allie, and 1 vote for Mike. My vote for who should go home is Emily. The dragon is not up to par. The judges have decided, Emily, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Today, your artistry will be transparent.
What the fuck does that mean?
Because you must create bottle tattoos.
Oh, that's dope.
Not only do you have to follow the curve of the bottle, but you must also follow the curve of the body. Because all of the human canvases this week want their tattoos on the calf.
Fuck. This shit hurts.
If you weren't a tattoo artist, what would you be?
I wanted to go to school for architecture, but just got kicked out of college from tattooing in the dorms.
Look at where we at.
Right? Look where we are now.
I'm definitely playing it safe because I know I ran out of time last week. I just want to do a clean tattoo with high contrast and simplicity.
This is definitely an unexpected approach.
Today, you had to show artistry with bottle tattoos on the calf. Let's see how you did. Mike.
Really nice tattoo, put in the skin really nicely.
There's just a disconnect from the hand to the hourglass. Almost looks like 2 separate tattoos.
I think it would have been cool with your artistry to be able to like bring some flow or connection between the hourglass and the hand to make it one piece.
It leaves something to be desired when you look at it and kind of go, what's the meaning of this? What's the story?
Mike, you're in the bottom 3 today because it was just a disconnect between 2 elements that didn't necessarily make sense together.
I just really wanted to hit that simplicity and get the cleanest possible tattoo that I could.
We know you can put in beautiful tattoos. I just have a problem seeing any artistry in this.
I know I can compose pieces way better than that, despite its flaws. I still think it's a great tattoo.
Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
It's tough because they all have strong points and they all have different weaknesses. Keahi's just lacks contrast.
But yeah, he's just illustrative. It's more off the head.
OJ's has half a bottle.
That's a big deal.
That's why it doesn't read the story all the way through. It doesn't bring your eye down.
Mike's is lacking cohesion.
I wish there was more interaction with it.
Why isn't it just floating in the middle of the hand?
There's no artistic intention, there's no creativity, there's not even any sort of effort to make that hourglass interesting. I am fucking bored. I'm bored. And so my vote is for Mike to go home.
My vote is for Mike. Clean tattoo, but can't get past how bored this tattoo is.
My vote's gonna go to OJ for missing the bottle and just the contrast not being there.
That's 1 vote for OJ, 2 votes for Mike.
I'm gonna have to go back to what was asked of the challenge, which was artistry. My vote is for Mike to go home.
The judges have decided, Mike, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. This week, you must survive a flash marathon.
Marathon? What the fuck?
So good.
Today, you will have 6 hours to create as many 4-inch by 4-inch flash designs as you can or want to create.
Let's go.
Tomorrow, your flash sheets will be displayed, and you will have 12 hours to tattoo as many of those designs as possible.
12 hours.
Sorry if I go into my zone a little bit here, babe. Oh, good. Tiny little lines to do here.
Literally from the moment I get 1 inch away from the skin, I realize how shaky my hands are. I'm trying to do the teeniest fine line in the ditch of an arm with the most uncontrollable shakes of my life. I'm just trying to wing it through this and hope that my shakes calm down. I don't know what the fuck is going on with me.
What are you gonna do when you win?
I would definitely give like a large chunk to my parents to help them pay off the house.
Initially, when I told my parents that I was getting into tattooing, they were on the fence about it because they're very traditional. Work your job, get your paycheck, save for your retirement.
Why did I put all these lines in here?
I hope that them just seeing me here is enough to really prove that I have what it takes to be a great artist.
How do you think you've been doing so far in the competition?
I think I've been doing good.
Nice.
You know, the reason I came here, you know, because I think life is about experience, and I think anything that's worth anything is on the other side of fear, and yeah, if I would have let my fear got to me, I would never have even made it here. My hands have stopped shaking. It must have been a nerves thing. The last couple of days have been really hard. This is actually the longest I've been away from home, ever. I'm really, honestly, I'm missing my kids. They are so fucking proud that I'm here. You know, I don't want to let anyone down, you know?
I know, I'm behind.
No bullshit. After him, come on, all right? Don't make me come back over, bro.
Time has always been my enemy since being here, and today is not making that any better.
You can tell, like, you're very, like, cool, calm, collected, relaxed. Like...
And you know, it's so funny because this competition is like the complete opposite of that.
All right, judges. The artists had to prove their adaptability by competing in a flash tattoo marathon.
12 solid hours. Yeah, it'll weed out the week really quick.
Damn.
This is a double elimination. To be clear, none of us have any idea who tattooed what. Let's see how they did.
That's me. Rip the Bandit off, please.
This artist only did black and gray, which is interesting.
The people pick what they want.
I like the sparrow. I think a clean, bold, traditional sparrow is classic.
I like the boldness, the heavy black.
Thanks, guys.
It's a cool flower.
The flips on the petals themselves, they don't make too much sense.
It looks like a color tattoo that doesn't yet have color in it.
Damn, that was rough, guys.
This design's not my favorite. There's a lot going on.
If you're gonna go with those slightly heavier lines down the middle, you should go around the outside.
God damn, another mandala.
This one looks better to me.
Yeah.
Like there's more black.
Sometimes the second time around, you make better decisions.
But are they missing lines on the right-hand side on the leaf?
I was rushing.
Quick little rose banger. I really like the placement. It frames the kneecap out.
Nice shading in the rose.
All right, thank you.
Woof. Every single one of those legs are super choppy, super wonky.
Hopefully the centipede doesn't send them home, you know?
I wish I didn't put those mandalas on there.
Why did you do it?
I feel like I forgot the whole placement thing, you know? At some point, the line work is gonna catch up to you, you know?
Let's bring up the next artist's body of work.
I wonder who.
Oh, yeah.
This one's definitely more feminine.
Got a bit of a girly touch to it.
Let's see this fish.
None of the line work is consistent. There's absolutely no areas of solid black.
I was shaking real bad.
I definitely prefer this one to the black and gray.
The body is the most confident part, where it comes off of dark black and then fades up and shades around.
I'll take this fish.
This is a peacock feather, yeah?
I don't know, because peacock feathers are longer.
The actual head of the feather is confusing because it almost looks like a tiger eye or something.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
If you're gonna do a feather like this, at least bring in those thin feather lines to create some sort of texture inside the feather.
See, I like this. I like the heart. I like how dark it is. I like the contrast within it. The jewel looks cool.
My problem isn't all of the other stuff cluttering up the skull. They stuck a random thing in the forehead and put some flowers around it.
They shouldn't just be stuck like they're glued to this skull. It was a bad move.
And a flower.
It has nice flow, fits the ribs really nice.
Delicate, smooth, soft gray in there as well. Definitely my favorite tattoo out of the pack.
That was not fun.
When I started that first beta fish, I could not stop shaking. My hands were like this, man.
I think this challenge got a lot of us.
No excuse.
This week, you had to prove your adaptability.
Tough challenge.
Based on your work, each of your tattoos have been ranked by the judges. The 2 artists with the lowest ranked tattoos will be eliminated.
We knew it was coming.
Good luck. Yeah, shit, we need it.
It's now time to reveal the artists with the lowest ranked tattoos. The artists whose tattoos appear on the screen will be eliminated.
I seen it coming. I just got so in my head about which way to go with everything.
In this competition, it's really hard because we get thrown things that we never do. This is something that I'm sure you don't do back at home with doing walk-ins.
This competition's a bitch, dude. It takes a lot of good artists out before their time.
It's been an amazing experience, and that for me was the main thing that I wanted.
Tennille, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You're an incredible artist with an immense amount of talent.
Thanks, Ryan.
Please pack your machines and close shop. OJ, Kyra, and Keahi. Based on your tattoos, one of you will be eliminated. It is now time to reveal the artist with the second lowest ranked tattoos.
Good luck, fam.
Good luck. Good luck.
There you go.
The artist whose tattoos appear on the screen will be eliminated. That means, OJ, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
You know, it sucks to go out on something like this. I had a strategy of appealing to as many people as possible. It didn't work out the way I anticipated. It's tough, but
You're not going out on bad tattoos. This was a tough challenge.
Keep killing that black and gray, man, and just do you.
Please pack your machines and close shop. Today, you must create
What is it?
melting tattoos.
What is melting?
You must take a seemingly solid object and make it appear to be melting right off the skin of your canvas's upper arm.
Yo. It's a good spot at least.
I was nervous about doing black and gray because it's out of my wheelhouse a little bit, but I think it'll be fun.
I've never done a ship tattoo. I've never done a melting tattoo. So I don't know how the hell to pull this thing off.
I don't want to stress you out.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice that you're considerate about that.
You're the expert.
I am the expert.
I just hope that if I do this ship, that I won't go down with it.
The big question is why tattooing?
The second that I started tattooing, it felt like this is what I was supposed to do.
One of those who gets to do what they love, huh?
Yeah.
This one is tough because a ship is mostly made out of wood. Wood burns. Wood does not melt.
Explain this piece a little bit.
This thing is basically just consisting of a million shapes.
There's screws, there's decks, there's sails.
Think you got a target on your back or what?
No one wants to get beat by the young one, so I get it.
I worked so hard to build my reputation in Kansas City as a young, powerful female tattooer. And if I do anything less than show the fuck out here, I'm gonna go home to a reputation that I don't recognize.
Keep on pushing.
Today, you had to show detail with melting tattoos on the upper arm. Let's see how you did. Allie.
I don't see a ship when I look at it. I see like a tree house, and it's kind of like in this fantasy realm, but I like the way the fans are and the blades, the way it would be sailing through the air.
That little barrel on the side is really cool, but you didn't bring that melting effect into one certain area. You kind of tried to mimic it everywhere. It's just so confusing. I would have tried to steer that ship in a different direction. Allie, Even though you had detail in a lot of areas, your lack of readability is what landed you in the bottom.
I overthought it. I did too much. You know, I got hung up on giving my canvas what he wanted, balancing that as well as trying to bring in beautiful fucking art and try things that I've never tried before. That was intimidating, especially being young. And I think that that's where I start overthinking and second guessing myself. But ultimately, I would love to continue fighting.
Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines.
These 3 tattoos all were putting the skin really nice.
There's tons of detail on Allie's. There's tons of detail on Keahi's. Even Boucher's got a ton of detail.
But the problem with Boucher's tattoo is each color is disconnected from the other color.
But it still looks Egyptian.
You can read it from across the room, tell what it is. Keahi's, I can't see any drips.
There's so many things. He tried to get into this tattoo.
I mean, if it was metal day, you know, it looks shiny.
The chrome effect is cool, but when it's everywhere, it's just too much stuff.
Allie's, the whole thing looks like a drip.
The entire tattoo is melting and turning into something else.
But you can't drag and drip a whole tattoo till it's unreadable. I know that's a dragon, right? I know that's a sarcophagus. Allie's, I really can't decipher what is going on. My vote's for Allie.
It comes down to readability. My vote is for Allie.
My vote is for Allie to go home.
My vote is for Allie to go home. The judges have decided, Allie, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Today, you must transform a scar.
Oh, shit, this is cool.
Awesome.
It's a challenge, but I think it's a good challenge.
Each of the canvases today has survived a life-changing event that has left them with a permanent scar. Wow. You must use ingenuity to create a tattoo that will perfectly camouflage it and turn this physical reminder into an empowering work of art.
I came up with a fire idea, bro, to actually cuff the scar and everything. Like, I think it'd be fucking dope.
You okay? Mm-hmm. Thought you were gonna kick me. I'm not feeling so confident here. This layer of skin is so thin that I can feel the tendons, the muscles moving under my needle. I'm trying to be like very gentle here, but everywhere I touch it, you kind of move. I'm worried if I go extra hard, it would split the skin. I'm worried if I go too light, don't wanna stay.
Yeah, it's fucking
I know.
sore now.
I know.
Feels like, fuck.
Go as slow as I can, okay?
Okay.
She might not be able to finish this tattoo. I don't know what to do.
There's definitely some really painful areas, but I've definitely experienced much, much worse in life, so.
Oh, yeah.
Struck by a speeding vehicle. My body got beat up real bad.
Yeah.
On the brink of death. My mom literally slept in the waiting room the entire time until they told her I was gonna make it. Now I'm here getting a tattoo for her.
That's so fucking cool. My mom is like the same way, ready to protect her kids at any cost. When I was growing up, my dad was in prison. We were living in a trailer, and that tenacity that I saw my mom have, man, it was so inspiring. So you better believe I'm gonna come out swinging. I'm gonna do one of the best tattoos I've ever done in my life.
Shit.
I'm just doing what you asked me for.
I know.
It's all your fault, you know that, right?
It's all my fucking fault.
Bro, this shit is super fucking clean. I know it probably fucking hurt, too. I've never done a penis before. The talons?
Yeah.
I think they got 4, right?
You could have 3 or 4 on either side.
3 or 4, pick one.
Whatever looks better.
This shit ain't even real. This is a fantasy bird, and I don't want that shit to claw me right up out of this competition. Damn, man. Oh, that little spot right there. Felt like a bitch, huh?
All right, judges, the artist had 6 hours to prove their ingenuity by tattooing scars. We don't know who did what, but safety from elimination is on the line.
Oh, Boucher.
What up?
The near-fatal quad accident.
It has some nice gray shading, nice values.
But the legs get a little stiff for me.
The body itself doesn't really match up with the way it's throwing up its wings.
The head just feels a bit plain. Doesn't look powerful like the rest of the bird.
I would have liked to see the head tilted a little bit, maybe upward.
Even a more dynamic positioning to show the power of a phoenix.
But the scar's gone.
I think you did a solid job,
That's
bro.
what I'm talking about. Thank you, Luca. Shit, my mama gonna see you say that.
Oh, it's mine.
The infected dog bite. Whoa.
This one's tough because it's textured and it's deep.
Some of the lines get away because you are taking something so circular and consecutive straight lines over something that's so textured.
But I love how on the outside, the frame of the tattoo is really beautiful, smooth filigree.
What an ingenious way to create this pocket with these gears where you can look into the scar.
You can't really make out that deep cavity anymore. It disguises it 100%.
A lot of things I didn't finish because she was incredibly pain. I have to do a lot of things on the fly.
Having to do cogs in that place and with how bad she was doing, I think you did really well.
Let's take a look at the next scar.
Oh, that's my guy.
This was the gentleman who was hit by the speeding car.
I like the wolf. It's a bold tattoo, strong outline, nice gray shading, but the thorns, it's kind of like too much of it. It could have broken up in some spots. I like the way the paw's drawn and the nails.
It's just a little exaggerated how that paw would actually curl. The wrist of the paw goes back like it should be the other leg, and then it curls around and goes to the other side.
Where that claw is coming from is confusing to me.
They did a great job of covering this scar. It's the illustration that I have a problem with.
It is fucking clean. Like, you can't argue that.
And it's tough not being there to be able to tell them the story of why I did the things that I did, but if I'm in the bottom, I'll just fucking fight my way to the top.
Kyra, Matt, Luca, and Keahi. The four of you are safe from elimination.
Cool. It's a nice feeling.
The rest of you are not. You will have one last chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
That's better than none. Yeah.
The three of you will move directly into a face-off,
Oh, shit.
tattooing against each other.
Okay.
For this face-off, you must prove your ingenuity by combining not one, not two, but three completely different subjects into one cohesive tattoo.
Oh, Jesus.
The artist who loses this face-off will be eliminated.
May the best man win.
Damn, I was just gonna say good luck.
Fuck luck. I make my own destiny. Ready?
Yep. Ish, if I send you home, I need you to still be my friend, bro.
I'm here to say, bro, I'm sorry.
But this is a test. This is a final exam at this point. We're in the end games. You better fight to the death. That's it.
Look at you go.
This is me. A flower said, and that's Ishnar. And I'm torturing the fuck out of him.
Telling a story.
I want to design something that's a wow, like you didn't expect it. This competition is fucking crazy. Seth is amazing. He's a real solid tattooer. He's real clean. Ishnar, he's probably the most creative person here. Everybody here is amazing at what they do. You view me as an underdog, but I will spank your ass in black and gray. You stay in your lane and I'ma stay in mine. But if you bring your ass in this yard, I promise you ain't making it out.
Today, you had to prove your ingenuity by incorporating three different subjects into one tattoo. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Let's see how you did.
Good luck, my boy. You too, boo. Good luck, guys.
Boucher.
Let's get straight in it.
This tattoo's sick. I like the way the girl's face is warped inside this crystal ball. It's not just straight and flat.
I love how crispy the skull is compared to the face. It makes the face look like it's actually in that glass ball.
I like how you didn't really use any black inside the ball. I like that ghosty, warped image.
I didn't just come here to just be doing regular shit like the old me. I'm a whole new person.
You stepped it up on this piece. You wanted to show us the best tattoo you've done in this competition, and you did it.
Shit, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, damn.
Hell yeah, shit.
Thank you, y'all, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's time to determine who's going home.
These are three fucking great tattoos. One of the best, if not the best tattoos each of them have done so far in this competition.
I really like Seth's ingenuity. The skull and the way it goes into the hair, it's unique.
Seth's throws me off a little bit. I think her mouth's a little off and her nose.
I also love Ishnard's bubblegum skeleton. It takes a lot of creative ideas to make something different that I've never seen.
The drawing's super cool.
And Boucher putting that lady face inside a crystal ball was really unexpected.
But I wish there was just one stark, big highlight that really defined that glare.
Flattens out a bit.
The black and gray is cool, and I like the crystal ball. I think that's different. But then I think about ingenuity and who really brought something different that I haven't seen a lot of. My vote is for Boucher to go home. On Ingenuity Day, it's just a little short.
I'm not voting for Boucher to go home. My vote is for Ishnard to go home. The design is cool. The ingenuity's there, but I don't like it.
Respect this.
I like Ishnard's. I think it's a great design. So I was kind of weighing Boucher's and Seth's, counting the number of things that I like and dislike about each, because that's what I have to do when there's 3 good tattoos up there. My vote is for Boucher.
So that's 2 votes for Boucher, 1 vote for Ishnard.
All 3 of these tattoos are super successful. Fuck, even though I really love it, my vote is for Boucher.
The judges have decided, Boucher, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Man, you should email me that. You ain't have to say that in front of my friends. Leave my picture up there. I got something to say.
Today, you must tattoo not 1, but 2 micro-realistic postage stamps. For this elimination tattoo, each of your postage stamps must be smaller than 2 inches by 2 inches on the forearm.
Oh, my goodness.
Damn.
Oh, my God. Let's talk about your ideas.
The Egyptian pyramids, and the other one, Vancouver. You go to the beach, you can see downtown, you can see the mountains.
Mountains, a beach, the city skyline. We need to simplify. I do like how you want to represent Vancouver. The planes are kind of cool.
Yeah, the seaplanes.
Seaplanes?
I've been on a seaplane.
That's pretty cool.
I like that a lot, actually.
Okay, black and gray is the hardest part.
Nervous right now? Is this like...
Absolutely not. I do realism, so I can do micro-realism.
Yeah, I guess it's just like realism, but on
Just
a
like-
smaller scale and more detailed.
Yeah, kind of like that. I'm really worried that I'm at a disadvantage. Color kind of like to the eye beats black and gray, so I have to do the best black and gray I can possibly do. Just to get that edge, I guess.
And then he kind of warped one a little bit.
Yeah, I just didn't want things to look so static. To actually do a tattoo representing my hometown is really cool. Vancouver girl wins Ink Master. That sounds kind of nice, yeah?
Today, you had to show precision with micro-realistic postage stamps. Let's see how you did.
All right, here we go.
Kyra. These remind me of old stamps. The realism part is the red stamp on top. That is just like the perfect little addition with the little half of the city's names on there.
The depiction of Egypt in the bottom is super cool. It's super successful. These camels, they also have shading in them and textures. I love the reflection of the shadow of them walking. It's just a great little photo.
The plane reads really well. I do see that the top one's a little skewed, warped a little bit. What was...
I curved the whole stamp at the top because I thought it would be fun and different.
It kind of takes away from it a little bit.
But you killed these tiny details, super precise. These are great tattoos.
Thank you.
Kyra, you're in the bottom today because the choice to skew the top stamp was a little off when we're testing realism.
Maybe I was just trying to be a little too creative, especially when I should have just stuck to what I knew as a realism artist.
You also outlined the entire top stamp and made it look like it has an illustrative sort of effect.
I do stand by this piece. I do think it'll stand the test of time, and if I was to add a drop shadow, I feel like I could make this make sense.
Bottom 3. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Judges, this is not gonna be an easy decision. All 3 of these are good tattoos.
Seth's reads as the most realistic. You obviously know it's a 3D paper object that's sitting on top of skin.
I totally agree.
Looking at Kyra and Keahi together, the problem is the outside border.
Keahi's, the bottom outline on the top stamp, it's not even consistent. At least Kyra's looks confident.
But it doesn't look realistic.
Why would you skew a rectangle to make it have a shape that it doesn't actually have?
They don't look like realistic stamps stuck to the skin, like you pull them off an envelope.
Keahi's has some of the coolest microrealism tricks that were done today. The rip at the bottom, the corner folds up on the bottom, whereas Kyra tried to make her tattoo unique, and it looks like the stencil got fucked up when it was placed on the arm. Why would you do that? My vote is for Kyra to go home.
My vote is Keahi. He executed the colors and the pictures in the stamps really well, but the borders of the stamps, they get lost.
Keahi's decisions to lean more into realism hit the challenge more. My vote's for Kyra to go home.
So that's 1 vote for Keahi and 2 votes for Kyra.
Look, I'm at that point where I'm splitting hairs. My vote originally was gonna be for Keahi, but I will agree that that skewed part of Kyra's makes me wonder what's going on. My vote is for Kyra to go home.
The judges have decided, Kyra, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.